Thor, Love, and Thunder, guys. Woo! Alright, well this one is interesting, guys, because there are some elements that I really liked about this movie. But at the same time, on the other side of that coin, there are some elements I really did not like. So first of all, what is this about? Well, without giving away any spoilers, it's pretty much about this guy named Gore, who's a god killer, and he does exactly that. He goes around killing gods, played by Christian Bale. He's a savage, he's a badass, but at the same time, he's very thin and frail, and doesn't seem like he could be a badass, but he is. The next on his list is none other than, you guessed it, the one and only God of Thunder, Thor. And Thor has to find a way of stopping this heinous monster, while at the same time doing it in typical Thor fashion, saving everybody and making sure he's the hero. And that's the most I can give away. Now, what I really liked about this movie, guys, is the fact that Christian Bale is in the MCU, and I gotta be honest with you, he doesn't really seem like he belongs in the MCU. He doesn't really fit. There's something about it that I just felt like he was too good for this movie. He gave them everything. You know, the man's been in the movie called The Machinist. He's been in The Dark Knight. The guy has been in some big movies, American Psycho. You know, he's played some real sickos, weirdos. He's been all over the spectrum, and I just felt like he didn't really fit in the MCU completely. So I felt that didn't really fit very well, but the way he played Gore was excellent, guys. He gave him life. We felt compassion towards the character. He was very sinister when he needed to be. It was a great rendition of this character that I wasn't familiar with before this movie. So I went in there fresh. I gotta say, I really like that we get backstory, guys. We get motivation and backstory for the character Gore right off the bat. Right off the bat, we understand why this guy is the god killer, why he has the hatred for gods, why he's gunning for them. And I like that we're getting a clear motivation for him doing the things he's doing, why he's going about certain things the way he is, and going down certain avenues. We get to understand his character further. I really appreciated that a lot. I gotta say, I also really liked our cameos and special appearances, most notably that of Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe played Zeus, and he did a spectacular job, guys. Excellent. The guy crushed it as Zeus. Everything from his cadence, his speech pattern, his accent, his mannerisms, his little thing he does with his skirt. Everything in it was perfection. I thought he was a great breath of fresh air, much needed, fit perfectly with the MCU, felt great. I loved it. I want more of Zeus, to be honest with you. I thought he was excellent. What I didn't like so much, guys, is I felt I've seen all of this before. It felt very repetitive. It felt very unoriginal. And I understand this is Taika Waititi's baby. It's his style, but I feel we got this exact style with Thor Ragnarok, and I feel it was just a regurgitation of the same thing over again. A lot of the jokes were misses, they didn't hit the mark. Some of the action wasn't that interesting. It felt very below par and wasn't as spectacular as you would have hoped it would be. Everything just felt very low scale and very muted, guys. That's how I felt about this movie. It was fun, yet very boring at the same time. It was very strange. It was a weird amalgamation of feelings that I felt during this viewing of this movie. Just strange, guys. Just very strange. Overall, it's interesting and fun because we also get backstory into the relationship of Thor and Jane Foster, and I really appreciated that. We finally get to see the trials and tribulations of their relationship, the turmoils, what happened between them. The entire history unfolds. I really like that. We get a closure to their story and also a possible continuance and opening to a new chapter if you've seen the post-credit scenes. So it's all very interesting stuff, guys. You know, it was an interesting movie. What does this mean for the MCU moving forward? I don't know. They said Thor's gonna be back. I hope they do something different moving forward, guys. Just a different essence, a different vibe. I like the vibe we get from Gore, played by Christian Bale. I really like the vibe and essence that he brings on screen. The way he played that character so sinisterly and so just viciously and creepily, guys. It was excellent. I want more of that. Less frou-frou kind of jokey crap and more badass sick shit that we can really sink our teeth into. I want more meat on my bones. You know what I'm saying? I want more. The only thing that was off about this whole Gore character is that he's very frail and thin. We're talking about Christian Bale from The Machinist type of thin. Just dead, sickly thin, and he's supposed to be a killer, vicious god destroyer. So it just felt very off, especially with his body being so frail. The action sequences didn't really look too great because you see a big hulking Thor going up against this thin, emaciated guy. It just looked very one-off. It just didn't mesh or match whatsoever. Overall, I give this movie a creme de la out of a creme de la creme or a silver rating. I enjoyed it, guys. I thought it was a fun movie. Was it the best? No, guys, it was in no way the best film. It wasn't even one of the best Thor films, but it was a good Thor movie. It was fun. It's just kind of interesting what they're doing with the Thor character and the direction he's going into. I don't know what they're going to do moving forward with him, but it's just a weird direction he's going in, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. I just kind of felt that we've seen all of this stuff before, the essence of it at least, and I felt like there was nothing fresh about it, honestly. 80s rock, and just kind of the same crap regurgitated. It is what it is, but it was fun. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie. I'm really curious to know what you guys thought of this film. If you've seen it, let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more content and reviews, and I'll catch you on the next According to Ash. Stay gold.